With the release of the lead object and the prospecting workspace, HubSpot has gone all in on being a prospecting tool that you can use regardless of whether you manage opportunities in HubSpot or not, okay? And so if you are using Salesforce for opportunities and using HubSpot for prospecting, which is something that you absolutely can do with the updates that HubSpot released at Inbound, it is completely justifiable to replace your prospecting tool with HubSpot. So some of the questions that come up though are, how are we going to sync these things since the lead in HubSpot does not act the same and behave the same as it does in Salesforce? So what I'm going to start off by saying is the solution is not perfect right now. We need to see additional functionality come into the Salesforce and HubSpot native integration in order to be able to manage this better. But here's what you would do if you wanted to prospect in HubSpot and then manage the contacts and the opportunities in Salesforce, okay? And I'm going to call out the shortcomings as I'm going through this as well. So what you would go ahead and do is when you set up, let me go ahead and go to the contact settings. So when we go to contacts, what we're going to do is a contact is created or updated in HubSpot. We're going to create or update the lead, right? Because then when we're bringing contacts into HubSpot, they should be leads, which means we want to create and add all of their activity and everything chatter to Salesforce on the lead object, right? And then you would set up on the Salesforce side to convert the lead to a contact when it reaches a certain lifecycle stage in HubSpot, which using workflows, right? When we qualify a lead, when we put the lifecycle stage as qualified inside of HubSpot for that contact that has the lead associated to it, then that can be what syncs over to Salesforce to then convert that lead to a contact. Now, here's the big thing that we need to see an update for, right? Is what happens if we want to push contact information from HubSpot to a lead when somebody is still a lead, and then once an opportunity is opened in Salesforce, let's say we're using the Marketing Hub and we keep marketing and we keep wanting to see those touches go over to Salesforce, then what are we going to do, right? Well, we don't have an option for that right now, right? We can only choose whether we want new or updated contacts to go to the lead object or to the contact object. So hopefully we see some updates in this. I'm sure knowing HubSpot, they're coming soon. They've been rapidly updating this integration. If you haven't looked at feature discovery, I highly recommend that. But what we would need to do then is create another solution for syncing that activity because it's still going to continue to sync to the lead, right? So you're going to have to make that decision. But if you want to use HubSpot for prospecting and then you want to use Salesforce for working with your contacts and your opportunities, this is a great solution, right? You're going to create and update the lead when a contact is created or updated in HubSpot. The only thing is, like I said, anything that happens later, once they're a contact in Salesforce, it's not going to be syncing or updating from HubSpot. It's only going to be unidirectional from Salesforce to HubSpot. For a lot of businesses, that's okay. If that's not okay, then a custom integration would be the only workaround at the time being. Happy to talk to you about that if you have questions around that, but hopefully this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.